Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Magic Ridge. I'm your host, Ridge. Nice to meet you. And today, we are a bit behind, ladies and gentlemen. There's been about 90 or so spoilers for the new Innistrad Midnight Hunt. So I'm going to attempt to go over 25, 50, all 90 of them. I'm not really sure. Just kind of bear with me. But yeah, so let's get into her. Set looks pretty fire so far. Just kind of skimmed it, but yeah, let's get into it. First card up on the chopping block, we've got Join the Dance for 1 green mana and 1 plains, 2 CC, sorcery speed. Create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. It also has flashback for 3 mana of any color and a green and white mana, so 5 mana in total. Pretty cool. Let's see what's next. Next up, we've got Trisketofilitrus. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Human Wizard. 1 mana of any color and an island. 2 CC. Creature type Human Wizard. He is a 1/3. You have no maximum hand size, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. Pretty decent. You can pay 4 mana, 1 blue, 3 of any color to draw a card. Like I said, I am going to warn you guys, I have not downloaded these like I normally do, so there's like 90 of them. I'm behind, so we're just going to try to go off this website best we can and move right through them. Next up, we have like a new champion of the parish type situation. There used to be the white one, so now we've got Champion of the Perished. For 1 black mana, 1 CC, we have a creature type Zombie, 1/1. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of the Perished. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Looks like he's also got a buy-up box promo. Yep, he's also got an artwork for a buy-up box promo. Pretty cool. Next up, we've got Consider. Or Consider, I think it's Consider. For 1 mana of any color, 1 CC, 1 island. Instant speed, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard and draw a card. Alright, not bad. Next, this one's pretty cool. We have a new black kill spell. So we have Infernal Grasp for 1 mana of any color and a swamp, 2 CC, instant speed, destroy target creature, and you lose 2 life. Instant speed, pretty freaking good, man. This one looks like it's also got like a showcase version of it. From the looks of it. Next up, we've got Play with Fire for 1 mountain, 1 CC, instant speed. Play with Fire deals 2 damage to any target. If a player is dealt damage this way, scry 1. Alright. Now this one I haven't really gone over. Next up, we've got Wrenn and 7. Not 6, 7. For 3 mana of any color and Forest. 5 CC for a legendary planeswalker, Wrenn. He starts off with 5 loyalty counters. His +1 is reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. His 0 ability is put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. His -3 is create a green tree folk creature token with reach. And this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. And finally, his -8 is return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Not sure how I feel about that guy. Doesn't seem like crazy good. He also has a borderless extended art type situation. Different artwork. That's pretty cool. Next up, we've got Arlene, I'm going to call her Arlene, the Pack's Hope, for 2 mana of any color, and then a Mountain Forest. 4 CC, Legendary Planeswalker, Arlene. She starts out with 4 loyalty counters. She has something called Daybound, so if a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night next turn until you're then she has a +1, so until your next turn you may cast creature spells as though they had flash, and each creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Also has a -3, which is create 2 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. Not bad. She's also going to possibly have a different artwork as well, from the looks of it. Go over these real quick. Then we got the day token. I'm assuming we also have the night token. So here's the day and the night tokens. Let's see. Next up, we've got a reprint, I think. We have Unruly Mob. So Unruly Mob costs 1 mana of any color, and then a Plains, 2/CC, creature type human, 1/1. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Unruly Mob. Like I said, I believe that is a reprint. Next up, we have a Festival Crasher for 1 mana of any color and a Mountain 2/CC, creature type Devil. It is a 1/3, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Festival Crasher gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Pretty good, pretty good. Next up, we've got Pestilent Wolf for 1 mana of any color and a Forest 2/CC, creature type Wolf. This wolf is a 2/2 for 2 mana of any color and a Forest, 3 mana in total. You can give Pestilent Wolf Death Touch until end of turn. Next, we got some more wolf action. Looks like we have a Snarling Wolf for 1 Forest, 1/CC, creature type Wolf. It is a 1/1. You can pay 1 mana and a Forest, so 2 mana in total, to give Snarling Wolf +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once per turn. Boo. Okay. Next up, we've got Howl of the Hunt for 2 mana of any color and a Forest, 3/CC. We have Enchantment Aura with Flash, enchant creature. When Howl of the Hunt enters the battlefield, if enchanted creature is a wolf or werewolf, untap that creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 in Vigilance. Next up, we have a new angel. We've got Enduring Angel for 2 mana of any color and white mana, 3 white mana, 5/CC in total, creature type Angel. This angel is a 3/3 with flying and double strike. She gives you hexproof as well. And if your life total would be reduced to 0 or less, instead transform Enduring Angel and your life total becomes 3. Then if Enduring Angel didn't transform this way, you lose the game. And then the other side, she is an XX flying, you have hexproof, and Angelic Enforcer's power and toughness are each equal to your life total. And whenever Angelic Enforcer attacks, double your life total. So pretty good, this one. I'm not sure if it'll make the cut or not. But depending on... yeah, the cost is a bit high. There's a couple that are right around 5/CC that I would consider switching out. So we'll see. We'll see if that makes enough of a commotion to play or not in the Abison deck. Next up, we've got Galvantic Iteration for 1 island and 1 mountain, 2/CC, instant speed. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Also has flashback for 1 mana of any color and an island mountain. So 3 mana for the flashback. All right. Let's see if we can get something else. This one's loading a bit. Looks like our next one's going to be something called Galvantic Iteration, if she decides to load on us. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. This is why I always download instead of do it this way, but I'm just so behind, fellas. I'm trying to catch up. So I hope you're having a wonderful time. We are going to have a giveaway coming up with the arrival of my set box for Midnight Hunt. So once that comes, we are going to have another giveaway. Congratulations to everybody who won. And I'm not sure if this thing is going to load here or not. Please forgive me, my internet's terrible. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful evening. You know what I'm saying? Let your loved ones know that you love them. Be safe out there. It's a crazy world these days. Gosh, I'm hoping I don't have to scrap this video because this thing won't freaking load. Okay, so we just went over the Galvanic Iteration. It looks like there is like a borderless extended art version. Just showing me that again. Next, onto the lands. So first up, we have Overgrown Farmland. When Overgrown Farmland enters the battlefield, tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. And it taps to add a green or white mana. Pretty cool. I do kind of like the new lands here. They also have borderless extended type artwork as well. Next up, we have Shipwreck Marsh. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more lands. I think that'll be good for Commander. So that'll be good. This one adds blue or black mana to your mana pool. Next up, we have my favorite land, because it's got my name in it. We got the old Haunted Ridge. If anyone wants to send me one, holler at your boy. So we've got Haunted Ridge, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands, and it adds black or red mana. Pretty cool. Next up, we've got the Deserted Beach. Once again, it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands, and it adds white or blue mana to your mana pool. Pretty freaking cool. Also, I want to thank you guys for your guys' support. We're getting pretty close to 100 subs, so I'd really appreciate your subscription. Once this jet lag and stuff goes away from my vacation, expect regular content. I try to post like 2 or 3 times a week, almost every day when there's spoilers, so keep that in mind. Next up, we've got Contortionist Troop. I think for X mana of any color in a forest, unknown CC, we have a creature type human that is a 0/0. Contortionist Troop enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Also has Coven or something? Coven at the beginning of your end step. If you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I guess it's not terrible for a uncommon. Next up, we've got Light Up the Night. Once again, this is going to be X mana and a mountain, so unknown CC. It is a sorcery. Light Up the Night deals X damage to any target. It deals X damage +1 instead if the target is a creature or planeswalker. And then it also has Flashback for 3 mana of any color and a mountain, so 4 mana for the Flashback. Also says remove X loyalty counters from among planeswalkers you control. If you cast a spell this way, X can't be 0. Very interesting. Next up, we've got Beloved Beggar. So for 1 mana of any color and a plains 2 CC, we have a 0/4 creature peasant that has a new ability, I believe, called Disturb. So for 4 mana of any color and then plains, so 6 mana in total, you may cast this card from your graveyard transformed for its Disturb cost. So Disturbed, kind of a new thing there. Also has a different artwork there. It has cool artwork on the back there. I'll try to show that. Next up, we've got Walhelt the Rot Cleaver. The Rot Cleaver. For 2 mana of any color, an island swamp, 4 CC in total. We have a legendary creature zombie warrior that is a 3/3. It's also mythic. It says whenever another zombie you control dies, if it didn't have Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Let's see what Decayed is. So if it can't block when it attacks, sacrifice it at end of combat. I guess that's what Decayed is. And at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie. If you do, draw a card. Not too bad. Also has a borderless extended type artwork as well. This guy seems pretty interesting. So I believe we have something else here. So we've got Jadar, Ghoul Color of Nephalia. For 1 mana of any color in a swamp, 2 CC, we have a legendary creature, human wizard, 1/1. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Pretty cool, I think. Definitely a little something different. They also have the regular artwork as well as the weird artwork. Next up, we've got another legend. We've got Tuvolar, Dire Overlord, for 1 mana of any color, and then a mountain forest, 3 CC, for a legendary creature human werewolf that is a 3/3. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Very nice. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night, then transform any number of human werewolves you control, and then it says daybound. This one's also a flip card, has a back here. So let's see, the back of it is a 4/4 legendary werewolf. When a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And then it has an ability where you can pay X mana and a mountain and forest. Target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. And then it says Nightbound on the back. So that's pretty cool. Once again, that has a specialty artwork along with the regular artwork. Did we go over this one? Yes. So then there's another. There's Planeswalker. We have Arlen again. I'm not going to go over that. Just she has a different artwork as well. A couple of them. I've seen like 3 different artworks actually. Next up, I believe we have an angel. Yep, we've got Sagarta, Champion of Light for 1 mana of any color and a forest and plains. So we got 4 CC for a legendary creature angel. It is a 4/4 with flying and trample. Gives humans I control get +1/+1, so it's a human lord. Also, once again, I believe this one has Coven. So whenever Sagarta attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a human creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright. And that one also has a different artwork for it as well. Next up, we've got Secrets of the Key for 1 island, 1 CC, instant speed. It has Investigate. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, investigate twice instead. And it has Flashback for 3 mana of any color and an island, so 4 mana in total for the Flashback. Next up, we've got Brutal Cathar for 2 mana of any color and a plains, 3 CC. We have a creature type human soldier werewolf. He starts off as a 2/2. When this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar, exile target creature an opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield and has daybound. The back of him looks like he's red. He's a 3/3 with first strike. He has ward for paying 3 life and nightbound. Next up, something that's freaking awesome. Also, don't think it will make it into the Abison deck, but we have Abison's Memorial for 5 mana of any color and then plains. So 8 CC in total for a legendary artifact that is indestructible, and other legendary permanents you control have indestructible. So that is pretty cool. It's also going to have an extended art as well. Next up, we've got Tavern Ruffian for 3 mana of any color, and then a mountain 4 CC for a 2/5 creature human werewolf warrior with daybound. And he is just a 6/5 on the other side there with the nightbound. Alright, and he's also just a werewolf. He also has what looks like a showcase type artwork or something like that. I don't know if they're changing the names of them from Showcase or whatever, but that's what I think it is. Next up, we've got Bait Hook Angler for 1 mana of any color, and then an island, 2 CC for a creature type human peasant. This peasant is a 2/1 and has Disturb for 1 mana of any color and an island, so you may cast this card from your graveyard, transform for its disturbed cost. Its disturbed cost, it is a 1/2 spirit with flying. If Hooked Haunt Drifter would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Pretty cool. I'm not sure how many we've gone through. I'll probably bring this up to like 20 or 25 minutes, and then we'll call it, and I'll just make another one afterwards. So, next up, we've got Candlelit Calvary for 4 mana of any color, and a forest, 5 CC for a 5/5 creature human knight with Coven at the beginning of combat on your turn if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Candlelit Calvary gains trample until end of turn. Alright. And next up we have Candle Trap for 1 plains, 1 CC, enchantment aura, enchant creature, enchanted creature has defender, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. This one also has Coven for 2 mana of any color and then a plains, so 3 mana for its Coven. You can sacrifice Candle Trap, exile enchanted creature, activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Next up, we've got Might of the Old Ways for 1 mana of any color in a forest, 2 CC, instant speed. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Once again, this has Coven as well. So then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, draw a card as well. Next up, we've got Visions of Glory for 4 mana of any color in a plains, 5 CC, sorcery speed. Create a 1/1 white human creature token for each creature you control. And this sucker has Flashback for 8 mana of any color and plains. So Flashback for 10 mana. This spell costs X less to cast this way, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone. Okay, so that's a lot better with that last part. Next up, we've got Visions of Dread. I kind of like the artwork on this feller. For 2 mana of any color and a swamp, so 3 CC, with a sorcery speed, target opponent puts a creature card of their choice from their graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Once again, this has Flashback for 8 mana of any color and swamp, so 10 mana in total. But it's going to cost X less to cast this way, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone. Also has an extended art version. Let's see. Next up, we've got Visions of Duplicity for 2 mana of any color and an island, 3 CC, sorcery speed, exchange control of 2 target creatures you don't control. And then once again, it's going to have that weird Flashback for 10 mana. I'm not going to go over it again. They're kind of all the same when it comes to the command zone flashback situation. And there's one of these in every color. So next up we have Visions of Dominance, 2 mana of any color and a forest, 3 CC in total. Sorcery speed, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. Also has the 10 mana flashback that has to do with the command zone once again. Next up we have Visions of Ruin, the red version. 3 mana of any color and a mountain, 4 CC, sorcery speed. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. For each artifact sacrificed this way, you create a treasure token, and this also has flashback for the 10 mana that has to do with your command zone, or your commander, making it cost X less. Next up, we've got Dawnheart Rejuvenator for 3 mana of any color and a forest, 4 CC, creature type human warlock. This feller is a 2/4. When he enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and you can tap him to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Next up, we've got Arrogant Outlaw for 2 mana of any color and a swamp, 3 CC. We have a creature type Vampire Noble. He is a 3/2, has a little bit of that extra front action. When Arrogant Outlaw enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. I'm just trying to find a good one to stop on. This might be it here. So next up, we have Defense Trait for 2 mana of any color in a swamp, 3 CC, instant speed. Destroy target creature without flying. Interesting. We're just going to go over this one last one, and then I will continue the spoilers on another video, which should probably come out same day, next day. We've got Curse of Obsession for 4 mana of any color in a mountain, 5 CC. We have an enchantment or a curse. You put it on a player. It's enchant player. At the beginning of enchanted player's draw step, that player draws 2 additional cards. At the beginning of enchanted player's end step, that player discards their hand. That's a curse you might want to put on yourself. It's got the extended art, and I believe that's where I'm going to stop this video at, because we're already at 24.5 minutes. Hope y'all missed me. Welcome back. We're back to uploading as regular as I can, 2 or 3 videos a week. Everything else, in another week or two, we're going to get back to the Commander gameplay videos over at Commander Wars EDH. We're just finishing up with all our vacations and stuff, so we're not shooting this weekend, I don't believe, either. So yeah, but expect new stuff. Abison's got some upgrades. I've gotta make my list a little different. I picked up a Crucible Worlds promo and stuff like that, so there's some new add-ons. I've gotta go and update my tapped out link. I just want to thank you guys for coming out. I want to encourage you to subscribe. Every time a new set is released, a major set, example, the next setup is going to be Innistrad, what is it? Whatever, werewolf or something. I'm sorry. It's been a rough one. So, Midnight Hunt, okay? So, the new Midnight Hunt that's coming out here in September or whatever, as soon as I get my box, my set box I ordered from Card Kingdom, we'll open it, we'll go through, and we'll price everything. We'll make a video out of it, and we'll start another giveaway. So keep your eyes out for that. Good luck to everybody else who won, and just thanks for being patient with me. And we are going to get right back to our regular programming. Spoiler season right now, so most likely we'll be on here every single day, giving you guys the scoop. All right? Thank you very much. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, wonderful breakfast. Tell your loved ones you love them. It's a weird world we live in today. So, you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. And I'll see you probably tomorrow.